Hello, people, everybody. Welcome back to Numinous Soul Oracles. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Um, Big shout out to my 7 subscribers. I appreciate you guys. I see you guys. I don't know who you are, but thank you. I'm grateful for you guys. It's pretty exciting, to be honest. It definitely puts a smile on my face. I'm back, obviously, with another message. I'm still using the Lightworker Oracle because it's very insightful, I feel like. And there's definitely a lot of deeper meanings to it that can help you guys, hopefully. The message may not resonate with everybody out there, but hopefully you guys can take something from the message. I think you might. It's a pretty important message, I feel. Well, it's a big card. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. But the card that we have is Dark Night of the Soul. And yeah, it's a pretty heavy card, guys. You can see that, right? Dark Night of the Soul. So, what is Dark Night of the Soul, you may ask? Well, that's a great question. Basically, like the short of it is like a spiritual kind of depression. This kind of thing happens after maybe like a breakup, a traumatic experience, like a divorce, an illness, death of a loved one. It can be absolutely anything that's leaving you very out of whack and depressed and not fully there, like within yourself. It's a very heavy time actually for a lot of people. So the support, having that support around during a dark night of the soul is very beneficial for the people going through it. So basically, when one goes through a dark night of the soul, right? Absolutely nothing will make sense at all. Like you don't know who the fuck you are, you don't know where you are, you don't know where you're going, you don't know what to do, you don't know if you can trust yourself, you don't know if you can trust the decisions that you're making or the people around you as well. Everyone's different, obviously, in their experiences when they go through this, depending on what it is that like triggered this dark night of the soul. Essentially, there can be a lot of just uncontrollable emotions too that seem to come up to the surface. There could be like a lot of anger that you don't know like where it's come from either. Sadness, grief, fear, anxiety as well is a big one. There's a lot of layers to it, I would say. Obviously, like depending on your situation. It is basically, it's a big emotional experience, I would say. Yeah. So, I have got some notes down, so bear with me while I kind of just... Right. Right. Okay. So, Dark Night of the Soul. It's essentially you are dying spiritually, being reborn. You were not coming into this new chapter as who you were. I think I might have mentioned that in the last video. Maybe. I think. But this is, yeah, literally you are grieving the whole. It's the dark night of the soul is it catapults you into your new self, into your new beginning. The whole like what no longer serves you can't come with you into this new period of your life. You go through a bit of an ego death as well, like who you thought you were, or where you thought you are going, that can essentially be just stripped completely away from you, like taken away if it's not aligning with your higher self. If it's even more detrimental to your growth and to your lessons, it's Big Daddy out there. He's just going to take it away, and that can seem like a kick in the face, like a karate chop, clotheslining you, kicking the teeth kind of thing. It's not fucking fun, but there are lessons behind it, absolutely. Once you really take the time to sit down and try and understand why as well, be amazed with the things that will pop up. Meditation does help a lot in these situations. I'm not, I like to say I meditate. My meditation is kind of different to the normal. It was only like a couple of days ago. I was pulling an oracle for myself, and it was, I pulled a few actually. I was in a bit of in a conundrum, and it a couple of cards said like, find time in stillness, clear your mind, meditation brings answers. I'm just like, yeah, like I've meditated, and then I asked myself, why am I so scared to sit down and meditate properly? And then straight away it was just like, because you're scared of what you're gonna hear. And I was just like, oh crap, oh my god, yeah. And it was true. Like once I actually sat down and did it, the answers that came through was just, I should have done that sooner. But it helps. It definitely helps. I don't know, bit ramble there. Trapped in personal sense of failure. Yeah, that's a big one as well. Like, depending on what your situation is, if it's like a loss of a job, not being able to find a job, not being like the direction that you want to go in is kind of not being welcomed back either, like from the universe, from God, whoever. The people that you want to keep in your life as well. You kind of feel, having that sense of failure that you can't hold down a relationship, you can't hold down a job, you can't hold down your stability, your social circle, you can't pay your bills, that kind of thing, that really puts extra fear into someone who's going through a dark night of the soul. It's as if all these tower moments are just going to happen one after the other. You know what I mean? Like you feel like this tower's already fallen, and you're starting to rebuild that on like a level ground, solid foundation. And then your other foundations that you got over here that you thought were pretty sturdy, it's just like, nah, there goes that one, there goes that one. And you're just like, I am losing my shit. What is going on? So understanding those different dynamics as well. Figuring out, why did that foundation crumble to begin with? I don't know if I'm going all over the place here, but for an example, you got your relationship over here, your friendship circle here, your job over here, and maybe a hobby over here. So, you break up with somebody, or your situationship is done. You've had a fight with your friend and whatever. Your boss has called you in, made you redundant, that kind of thing. Your hobby that you like, maybe you break your leg or whatever the situation. If it's not built on truth and love, then it's gone. It's gone, which is also like another kick in the teeth. So working through that is a great way to find out why. You're not going to know the answers straight away either. It is the dark night of the soul takes a while to chip away at, but you get through it. It's not It's not all like a depressive, gloomy. Well, it can be if you let it, but if you choose to work through it actively and chip away at it, and whatever comes up, well, then you're going to get through it a lot more swifter in a way. But you don't ignore like the feelings that come up, the situations that come up, and definitely look for the signs too. That has a way of illuminating things that you didn't really think that were there. As well, you could be driving down the street and you'd see a billboard which has like a particular word, and it's you're going to be like, oh my god, that makes so much sense. Does that make sense? Maybe. Who knows? Yeah. Dark night of the soul. Kind of losing. Well, yeah, well, you lose a lot, okay? But you also gain so much more after. You have to lose to gain, okay? Always remember that. Whatever you lose through this, you will get it back. You will get it back, okay? So have faith in that. Faith is a very, very, very important thing to have during this process as well. It may not be the easiest thing. Like it's definitely not the easiest thing to continuously have faith when you were just getting slammed and pulled into every direction that's just not for you. Holding yourself firm in who you are for a start, being comfortable with who you are, standing your ground with who you are, and knowing that once you finally find where you're meant to be going and what you're meant to be doing, regardless of what anyone else around you thinks what you should and shouldn't do it anyway. Do it anyway. Yeah, do it anyway, okay? This is your life, as long as you're not hurting anybody. Stand firm in your talents and your gifts and where you know that you've been directed. If you pay attention, you will know where to go. You will follow that direction and things will start making sense. Where did that go? Oh, excuse me, I thought I wrote something. No. I must have been... Oh, yeah, loss of meaning or like purpose in life, but allowing yourself to go through it, not... okay, so this is for all my Nemo fans out there. You know, did I put this in the other video? Have I said this before? You got to go through it, not over it. In the trenches, okay? Like it's dark, it's yuck. You got to go through it. You go over it, and you're gonna get off course, and you're gonna get stung. Ball the jellies. I think maybe I did say that. I don't know. Yeah. Loss of purpose. But once you find that purpose, once you know for a fact, and even then, like, you might not even know for a fact. You could get the illumination, and you don't know where it came from. You don't know why you've been led in this direction, but you just have this inner knowing that it's what you've got to do. It's what is, you got to start going in that direction. And then once you start going in that direction, further along, you could have to go that way. You know, it's stepping into the unknown. You have no idea what is going to happen tomorrow. Nobody knows what's going to happen in the future. It's having faith that you are going to be provided for, you are going to be looked after, you are going to be supported. You're going to be okay. Trying to keep your positive thoughts around that too is significantly difficult, I would say. Obviously, depending on the state of your mind as well. I know there's a lot of scarcity mindset that goes around lately, like a poverty kind of mindset. I'm guilty of that myself. That's taken a lot of work for me to really, really just get that out, change the mindset. Because once you start telling yourself you don't have this, you don't have that, you don't have time for this, you don't have enough of that, well then you essentially you're inviting more of that in. You wake up in the morning, and if the first thing you say, I didn't get enough sleep, well then you've already set your day up for things that you didn't get or don't have. You don't have enough time to do this, you don't have enough time to do that, well then you don't have time to relax, well then does that make sense? Like you're already telling yourself that you're not good enough to have this kind of thing. You're not good enough to relax and take time for yourself to balance your emotions and to rest. Yeah. Right, what else? Yeah, I think we covered that. Bear with me for a second, guys. Yeah. Dark night of the soul. It can be a very lonely time. Very, very lonely. A lot of the time you won't have social support either. So it's good that you can, if you've got like a close friend that you trust to talk to as well. Online forums, maybe. It makes it a whole lot easier when you don't have to do it by yourself. A little bit of advice. Try not to do it by yourself because it's not easy. It's not. Everybody needs somebody help you through it. You can't, as much as you would like to, if you're very hyper independent, self-reliant and think that you can just do it all by yourself. I'm going to tell you right now, you can't. You need someone or something or a healthy way to express. I probably mentioned this as well before, but journaling is very helpful in these kinds of situations. It allows your unconscious mind to come through to help. Try not to let the darkness overshadow you too. It's very easy to slip into that. You can feel it coming from every different direction, and like you don't know, you just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be here anymore. I can't see a way out. There is always a way out. There could be just on the card. See, he just looks so sad. Like he's just, but there's light. There's always light. Okay. You can see that. There is always light. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. And then when you find that light, it's just this liberation within as well. Literally like the phoenix rising. the death. It's always there's stages in your life where you're always going to have like like a spiritual death, and then a rebirth as well. You can't create something new from something that's old and dead. The old me is dead and gone. I just heard, was it that Justin Timberlake? The old me dead and gone. Yeah. Okay. Bear with me for 1 second. I think that's basically, I mean, I could dive a little bit more into it. I'm still kind of working on going with the flow, kind of. I might actually, I want to get an ancestor card for you guys, give you some more advice. I already done like a pre-shuffle, so I'm just going to do a quick, maybe 2 or 3. Okay, I'll do 3. No worries. Because these guys are cool too. They've been very helpful. Okay. That was quick. We got 2. Lord, take charge with authority. So there you go. That's like typical emperor in like a normal tarot deck, right? Can you guys see that? Lord, take charge with authority. So take charge of your life, of your actions, of what you want to do. You are the boss, okay? You trust in the unknown, Sky Father. Yeah. Trust in the unknown, right? Yes. Yes. Okay. And Moon, take note of intuitive messages. If anyone follows my Facebook page, you'll know that I fucking love the moon. The moon goddess, right? Yeah, take note of intuitive messages. So when you get those little hints inside where you, if you've been told to be like, get in your car and go, you'd be like, why? Just do it. Just take note of the intuitive messages, and you're not going to know where it's going to lead you. Maybe I think I had an example the last video, but take note of intuitive messages. I don't think there's any more I can kind of clarify on that. Listen to that inner voice. If it's telling you don't hang out with this person, don't do it. If it's telling you don't apply for that job, well then don't do it. If it's telling you to sorry, that just flew out of my head. Anyway, the moon plays an important role of, depending on the cycle. I know a lot of people probably don't give a flying fart in space about the moon and the cycles, but for those who are, the different cycles of the moon play a very important role with your emotions. The moon governs the emotions. So whatever zodiac sign is your moon sign, it's heightened by the moon and the cycles that it goes with. So just for example, if your moon sign is Sagittarius, I had asparagus in my Sagittarius, look that up and be like, okay, how does a waning moon affect my Sagittarius moon sign, or whatever. I've got a Libra moon as well as a Libra sun, so balance, right? For someone who's got signs about balance, I really fucking struggle to balance myself out, but it's a learning experience, right? We find things that we are not good at, and we try and just get better at it. Yeah. I don't know if this is helpful for anybody at all. But thank you for your patience. I definitely want to continue doing this. I kind of like it. I didn't think I was going to like it at all, to be honest. But I do. See, that's the thing, right? You try things that you never thought you'd do, and then you end up liking it. Fuck knows if I'm any good, but I'm going to keep doing it anyway. Because I want to. And maybe next time I'll do like a different oracle. Yeah, okay. So, that's it for today. Thanks again to my 7 subscribers. I know for a fact, no, I don't know for a fact, but, if we can get subscribes up to 10, I'd be laughing. First of all, I'd be like, who in their right mind would subscribe to this? But at the same time, I'm also grateful for it. I look back at these videos, and then I'll have a bit of a chuckle. So thank you. If you wanna keep watching and see what kind of gibberish I'm gonna come up with next time, well then feel free to subscribe, and you won't be disappointed. Okay? So thanks, guys. I hope you guys enjoy life. Don't just enjoy the rest of your day. Don't just enjoy your weekend or next week. Enjoy your life. Okay? Go out and enjoy life. Love hard. Love hard, guys. Love like you have never been hurt. Okay? Live like you've got a brand new pair of eyes, and you're like me at a chocolate factory or something, like. Yeah. Okay, that's enough for now. I will see you guys later. Bye.